Hi, it's James Lockhart here, who plays Velda Cairnblight. Really glad you're enjoying the show. Hope you are. If you are, then get all your friends to subscribe. We'd love to have you all joining us. And hey, enjoy the show. I think it's going to be a good one.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
We are living in a post-dragon world.
Travis! Travis is here.
All in favour, calling Crandallcracker Gary. And what about this beast? Tell me about the beast.
I will level with you the encounter where you pull the trousers down of a retirement age paperboy is not in the Murder's Mark module guide. Attack me! There was a murder in town last night. Somebody is trying to frame Connor.
The adventure continues now. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Danger Club podcast. It is me, your Dungeon Master, Dan Thompson, joined by our regular cast here for another exciting adventure.
Regular cast and one ghost.
Guesting this week will be the ghost of good taste, who died last week. You'll notice a new sort of audio style for this one, and that is because I had no voice whatsoever when I woke up yesterday morning, and I have been spending the last 2 days with my head in a bowl of steam, drinking tea, trying to get some kind of voice back.
It worked, man. You sound great.
Yeah,
You sound like the ghost of Barry White.
It's going to be... It's like a new, it's like Danger Club Nights. Sexy sounding adventure. I tell you, my skin is fantastic right now from all of the steam, so that's a positive. But nonetheless, we are back. We're going to do this anyway because we love adventure and we have no other time to record, so we're going to do this. So we're back. I'm sure you're hopefully getting to know some of our characters by now with their many names. Scott Wilson Besgrove, aka Wolfgang Hemingway, aka Caragor Onefang, aka Carabonara, aka Kaz, aka Kara.
I am so excited about that right now. you nailed that entire thing. I'm the happiest player that's ever been.
I don't think you could have done it better.
No, couldn't have done that. No. But you can call him Kaz.
How are you finding playing a hybrid class, playing a Slayer?
Well, it's interesting you ask, actually, Dan, because I'm used to playing things that do one thing and they do it really well. Rutger Trenton was a sneaky, talky guy. He did those things really well. Brimbone, he was a spelly, cynical, asshole kind of guy, and he did that really, really well. Now with Caragor, he's got to do 2 things, or maybe 3. I don't even fucking know yet. I've never played a Slayer before, and they can either do a bit of rangery stuff, bit of roguery stuff, bit of fightery stuff, and I just don't know which way it's going to go yet. So I'm kind of going to hopefully balance it out through roleplay, see where the party goes, see what we need, and hopefully his skills will manifest in that direction.
Nice. Ross Harmston, aka Fulton Battlestone.
Yes.
Can just that really hurts to say. You're going to meet many people.
Call me Full.
Call you Full. It'll do. How you do? We learned you do insane damage.
It's good playing a character that is opposite to what Scott said. You know, having a character that's just good at one thing, so I don't have to scroll through all the spells and stuff, and I can just do one thing, which is quite good and fun to just be the one that kills the baddie.
Nice.
Takes the kill.
Nice. And Colin Hubbard, aka MZ.
MZ.
How's Em been enjoying? He's been pretty hungover for the last couple of games.
He's been pretty drunk throughout some of it, and then getting towards hungover. I think he's just been enjoying himself. Enjoyed slaying that dragon. Well, lizard in episode 2.
Still a dragon.
Yeah, I think he still doesn't trust who he's with. Maybe Fulton a bit more, but everyone else in the party really doesn't trust them yet. I don't think he's letting on, but we know that.
Nice. Well, because Em's got I don't know. We're doing some backstory stuff that'll be going out, so I don't know if we'll have heard all of this yet. But of course, a lot of this is about whether or not people trust the Varisians and their carnival, whether they're thieves or not. And Em's got some previous history with Varisians that hasn't gone well for him. So it'll be interesting, I think, to sort of see how his take on all of this.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he's Verizon himself, but he's from a different part. So, but since he's come to this particular place, he's had some bad luck.
that's some bad times.
Yeah.
Also, James is here too. And moving on to
I wouldn't speak to me either.
James Lockhart, Velda Ken Blight
Yes.
is having the worst time imaginable.
Oh yeah, he is. It's interesting playing a wizard. I was really looking forward to having a spell book and different things to do. And as I was listening to everyone talking about the characters, it struck me that I think he's cast one spell in 3 games. I can't remember over the other weeks.
Levitated some cups.
Oh, I levitated some cups as well. Two spells. And apart from that, just been a bit of a whinging dick because it has been a bad day. I just want my money, man. That's all I want. I think I'm hoping for some more sides to Velda to come out past the whinging.
You sort of ended up in this weird situation where you're both part of the party and also sort of the quest giver for everyone.
Yeah, which is a pretty unique position to be in, especially with this party where I gave them the quest and then they don't really care about the quest, I don't think. I don't think Velda really cares about the quest. He's just blinded by all the gold that's been given to everyone else.
As you
by him.
try to shake down everyone. But you've also, of course, struck up a beautiful friendship with the mysterious and just increasingly weird Shania Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Who got a new character sheet there?
Yeah, got a new character sheet. So turns out I'm still a Drow Noble, but the mechanics of the Drow Noble not really allowed because it's kind of a boss. So a couple of things have changed stats wise. However, still looking pretty good, I think. What I've realised is sort of. Much like yourself, Scott, my characters that I've played before have been simple characters. Golok like to blow stuff up, and Pospot likes to smash stuff, and you know, and they just do that. Now Shania is she's got a lot more going on. She's got a lot of things. A lot of balls in the air. Like, for instance, trying to get into a female mindset. I have not managed that yet. But trust me, ladies, I'm working on it.
I would say that was the one thing we didn't actually have to worry about balls.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
So
I've got it.
Ooh, dear oh dear, throwing up some nastiness,
So-
man.
No, I mean, I think biologically don't have any bollocks.
What? I don't have any bollocks.
No, your character.
No character.
Oh, my character doesn't have any bollocks.
No one's being rude to you, John. We all
I thought I was just about to throw down.
You are having trouble getting into the mindset, ladies.
I draw up a little graph and a picture is.
So you've changed Drum. You're not a Drow Noble anymore. Well, you are.
Well,
a Drow
I am
Noble.
still a Drow Noble in name, but
Do-
the mechanics of the character have changed.
Do you
Nice.
still look like a steampunk death?
Yeah, I still look exactly the same. Yeah.
Amazing. Then I'm happy.
Yeah. I still
It's
look
a great look.
exactly
It's
the
really
same,
working for you.
and I will still be the same character. You know, with the same backstory and the same everything.
Just slightly less horrifically broken
Yes,
stats.
yeah.
Only slightly. Drow are still pretty beefy. So to explain what's happening, we are rather than using paper character sheets, we're using a phone app for most of the character sheets in this game. Most people are using Path Builder, which is an Android app that you can download and it lets you build your character sheet, does all the maths and things for you on it, which saves a lot of time. And when we were building these characters, I underestimated just how comprehensive Path Builder actually is in terms of the stuff that's on it. Was like, yeah, you can play anything. Anything you find on there is probably fine. But it's also got like weird stuff from like Appendix 4 of the Games Master's books, and there are races in there like Drow Noble, which are meant for designing the end game boss of your adventure, rather than for someone to actually play. And that's why Shania was so horrifically powerful in that first
Built it like a boss.
Yeah.
Built it like a boss.
She's still a boss.
I'm not allowed to be a boss.
But she's so we'll see how she goes in her new world. Not that anyone knows she's a girl yet, or even indeed knows it. Like everyone knows you as Gary currently.
Yeah,
that is your
That's right.
Because for clarity, we have 2 characters currently going under pseudonyms, and only one of them has only just taken off their disguise. So a cohesive group all together. I mean, wait until they find out that Fulton is actually just a gnome on stilts. It's gonna rock their world.
If you were a gnome on stilts, would your name then be Stilt On?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was pretty good.
Right, so
It's been set.
to recap us, very briefly, to get us back up to where you are. So you are investigating. You are investigating the murder of Archivin Walder, the owner of the locked box here in Ilsurian. The townsfolk seem to think the carnival is involved, but the carnival says they're not involved. They are paying you to try and clear their names. The sheriff has given you some information and given you a bit of time, basically, to try and resolve this. In between you trying to shake her down for money, because you were mostly drunk when you went to the meeting with her, you've gone up to find where the body is, to find the murder site, and had a good look around it. And that was pretty much where we left you. You found a smear of blood. You found impact marks on the ground as if something's been slammed into the ground several times, and you can see bestial footprints in the ground around it, which maybe tally with the rumours that you've heard about a 4-legged lion-like beast flying over the town at night time. So we're going to bring us right back to here. You were sitting investigating. You've had some bits of glass as well, and we're going to come back right back to it here and pick up where we left off. What would you all like to do?
Okay, could Velda cast Detect Magic, please?
Yes, Velda can detect magic.
Do I have to roll anything for that? It's a cantrip.
No, you don't. Detect
cool.
magic, what it does is it lets you detect magical auras in the area immediately around you. You concentrate. The longer you cast it for, the more detailed information you get. So to start with, you might just feel like, there's some magic here. Then gradually, as you cast it for longer, you might be like, there's a magic item here. That guy has a magic item. It's this powerful, or things like that.
Right, okay.
What's a cantrip, James?
Cantrips are little spells, I suppose you could describe them, that are such that might be when a magic user's learning how to use magic, or just little tricks they can do. But the key thing is, I can cast them as many times as I want during the day. So they're quite small, unlike my spells, which might have a 1 or 2 a day usage or something like that.
Interestingly enough, if you fail to cast one of those, it becomes a can't trip.
Dear, oh dear.
Wow, I mean,
Just started.
You're really trying to...
yeah, it's you.
You are non-stop tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you doing your thing. You keep doing your thing.
Velda's doing his thing.
May I ask a question? Using my knowledge nature as a druid, can I find out what kind of creature may have made the tracks? What manner of creature can I use that?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Can I?
If you want really good information on it, you want to roll survival. But
Survival. Do I have survival?
Hey, wait.
I do have survival.
Hang on,
it's
wait.
not as strong.
Wait, Shania, see you trying to do a thing there. Having a look at the old.
Yes.
Do you want us to do it? Do you want us to do it together? I think between you and I, we could probably come up with a decent.
I think I would love to work with you more.
You don't need to make literally everything creepy.
But why not? This is nice.
Caragor uncertainly goes over to Shania and helps her. With that, how would we
So
reflect that?
if you're going to assist, then you make. So you're both making a survival check. Tracking those. So to do this, if you're assisting, you first make a survival check at DC 10. Which
I got 13 in total.
Okay, so that's a success. So now, Shania, you add +2 to whatever you get on your roll, including your own, as well as your own bonuses.
Okay. 15.
Good roll.
Plus 4 is 19. Plus 2 is 21.
21, very good. Okay, you work out a couple of things.
Like
Yeah,
I
sniffing.
Caragor eats a bit of poo.
I do a lot of
Yeah, and I look and I nod approvingly. It's like a little
Yeah.
montage.
Yeah. There's
Stroking my
montage.
chin. It's covered in poo.
The science montage.
Yeah.
Can I detect
Okay.
magic on their montage?
You do. Right.
It's some 80s magic going on there, I think.
You detect there is something definitely magical about this montage, especially because nobody else is doing
Because there are
it.
sparks flying between us, that's why.
Everyone else is in real time. The two of them are just kind of looking at something and saying cut and running to someone else. You think they look great. Velda, you detect no magic currently active in the area.
Very well.
The area is currently safe and inert. With your survival check, you have a close look at the clawed footprints and the area around it. And with the help of Karagor, the two of you work out a couple of interesting things. First of all, there are other footprints here. There are booted humanoid footprints. However, they have been very carefully swept away, and it looks like deliberately, the sweeping has deliberately missed the beast footprints. The beast footprints themselves seem to just start in the middle of nowhere and disappear from the area as if something landed and then took off again. However, by looking at them, you ascertain that the creature that made them weighed maybe about 300 pounds, so it wasn't enormous, and also that it had 2 legs. You're not entirely sure what kind of creature, which is weird because you know a lot about different types of creatures. There's something kind of wolf-like about it, but slightly, they don't feel quite like, the placing of them is not quite like a wolf's. So there's something not quite right about it. But you're pretty sure that whatever this creature is killed whoever it was who lay there. But there were definitely other people here at the time, and someone has deliberately covered those up.
Using witty sort of cop-like dialogue between the two of us, we relay this information to the rest of the group. You know, a little bit like LL Cool J and the other guy in NCIS Los Angeles. They got good quippage. So trying to think of it like that. I'm not going to come out with it right now, but use your own imagination. I'm going to let you do the work on that one.
Ladies love Cool James.
They do.
I prefer to use his full name.
I think everybody loves Cool James.
I'm a big fan of the other guy.
Yeah.
He used to be Robin.
Yeah.
He did.
He did used to be Robin.
Oh.
He's not Robin anymore.
Very well. Velda will say, interesting. Where do the boots go? Can we see where the boots go, chaps? Cops, you witty cops, you.
The fuck is a cop?
I don't know. He said it.
Right. Who
I
did?
will
He did.
attempt to use the little gracers.
You already know. You're able to follow the tracks quite easily. What's left of them,
good.
they go back to the road where they are lost among all of the other footprints that travel. So it's not.
They don't need to use
you can't
gracers
really
or
see. You can't really see where they've come from originally, or where they necessarily went to. Just the fact that they were there. This creature, however, doesn't appear to come from. It appears to just appear in the middle of nowhere.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Apologies for this because I'm new to magic, and also I have a familiar, Jin the Fox. Now, he gives me a plus bonus to my reflex save, which we'll come into, I'm sure, at some point with saves.
Oh yeah.
Can you use them for other things? Can I use him for tracking?
I was worried about what you were going to ask. That fox got very familiar with your leg.
Oh yes. Oh, he did.
Yes, you can. You have. It has a will of its own, but you can give. It does understand instructions that you give to it, so you can ask it to do things. And it, I believe, has a scent ability, and it can try and track by smell. So it will have its own stats for that. So you can ask it to do something like that, and it will attempt to.
Amazing. In that case, then, Velda would like to take Jin to one of the last remaining of the footprints that we're following, and say, "Smell it. No, go find him.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and make a survival check for Jin, using Jin's.
In the meantime, Karagor's just standing there with Shania being like, so, I mean, we were literally just We were just doing that. He just set his little fox on it. I don't know what. I mean, we could have done probably what
I know,
he's
I
doing.
feel a little bit like he's trying to undercut.
I feel
other
like
cops.
M just
Right.
pipes up. I feel like I could track this quite easily as well. I don't need to. ask
So all of us could track.
So let's
There's
wait,
no
lads.
use of the fox.
Lads,
all
let's
right
just
then,
slowly
all
step
right.
away from the fox.
Slowly.
You don't need to back away from my fox.
It's just
No, if you want to use
with
your,
you all. I mean,
if you want to use your fox,
Yeah, you know,
fine.
it's your thing, you know. But it started like fucking your leg like yesterday. So
I'm not going near that.
So he has +5 to his scent tracking, motherfuckers. So let's
So,
see.
so that was a
9
9,
plus 5,
so
that's
4.
14.
14, so considerably less than everyone else.
Yeah, but in a sort of foxy way. That's
Chin the Fox ascertains the same information that everyone already knows, albeit slower.
Good boy, good boy. Well
Although
done.
you can't actually physically talk to him right now, so he isn't able to tell you the details, but he is able to kind of point to them. He follows them back to the road, but likewise, there are too many scents moving along the road for him to
Right.
get to track anything beyond there.
I see, because that, yes.
It's a busy thoroughfare.
where does this road go both ways?
It leads it's the kind of the main road out of town, but currently it leads from Ilsurian up to the carnival. It's the main route that people have been taking in and out of the carnival.
So we know therefore that our suspect is either in the carnival or in Elsurian. Caragor nods sagely.
Well done.
Good one.
Very.
Yes.
Power of deduction, that is, Shania. Yeah.
Yes, and I will also deduce that this creature, if we can find the creature, then perhaps.
You're right, Shania.
Yes, I'm deducing at the moment that if we find the creature, then the creature will lead us to perhaps the person with the boots. What we need to look for is a wolf-like creature that flies through the air with 2 legs. Can we do this perhaps?
Ah, now wait then. Hang on a second.
Hold on. You called him Shania.
Eh?
We don't know Shania's name.
Gary.
We've all been calling Shania.
No,
I've not done that. Yeah.
I've been calling him, him, Gary, whatever.
We don't know your name.
We don't know your name. We don't
He
know
has yet to
Shania's
tell
name.
anyone his name.
Fuck.
You were currently
I mean,
calling
I didn't
her
notice that.
Philippe's
Yeah.
owner.
Was I?
Yeah, Philippe's owner. That's
Thank
what
you.
you were down to at the time.
All right.
But I think we should
And
leave
everyone else
this.
is calling me Gary. Who are you talking about? My name is Gary.
You
We could use that.
You could just bleep it out with a random Drummond out there. Every time Scott says it, it's just Drum going, and cheese! Because of gnomes! I hate dwarves! Away from me! Okay, cool.
Tuesday like said, shout.
Yeah, innit? So, the culprits, I mean, you mentioned there,
The booty man.
what, is that what I meant to call you? The booty man.
Sabuti
That's
man.
not for me.
That's your
the
name.
man is the person who wears the boots. The booty man, the man who wears the boots.
All right,
The booty man.
We will
He wears the boots that we saw on the ground. You know of which I am speaking. Do not fuck with me.
suspect
Alright,
number
alright,
one.
calm down. Alright, look, we need to go find like a
The
witness.
butty man?
No, like a witness who.
No, Fulton, we're calling him the butty man.
Alright, we need to go find.
Not the booty man. The booty man.
Sabuti man.
Zabooty man, alright. We need to
Zabooty
go
man.
find Zabooty man.
Well, listen.
But we need to find someone who maybe have seen like that thing flying or whatever it did.
Hang on,
But
let's
there
just,
are many animals here amongst us in this carnival. So we merely must look around in the different tents to find and see if we can see one of these animals.
the last time we went for a look around the carnival, he became the carnival king.
King of the
right.
Carnival.
Yeah, I'm
this is a
the
good
king
thing,
of the
yeah?
carnival, that's right.
Is he still the king of the carnival?
I think so.
I mean, I've still got the crown right on my head.
Shit. Let's do it.
The two culprits I think we might have there, flying humanoids. Is that what we're getting here? Well, a flying wolfy thing. And then
Isn't it a
Flying-
flying sort of lion thing, but with the face of a human or something?
Isn't there a
Is it
bloody
gold?
sphinx?
There is a sphinx.
There's a bloody sphinx in the middle of
We
the
should go
carnival.
and find the sphinx.
Yeah, but hang on,
That's
lads, before we do
What up?
that, we go around accusing a bloody sphinx. Don't the sphinx run the fucking carnival?
This is true.
Well, no,
we must careful walk with our feet.
Do you
Exactly.
remember? Do you remember? I asked the person who runs the carnival if we could see and meet the Sphinx, and she said yes.
But that's if we solve this thing.
Exactly.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be
If we solve it to find out that
But what if-
this culprit is, then we will not meet. I mean, we will meet, but only to put cuffs on.
I'll give you a recap. Almara Dellison, mistress of the carnival, told you could meet Gerizana, the Sphinx, And if you wanted to do that, you just needed to speak to Travis and he would set it up for you.
Today's not a good day to speak
No,
to
that's
Travis.
fine. Travis is around.
Travis might have a slightly different voice today.
Yes.
Everyone
Yes, he's had
listening just to let
Travis
you
is
know.
a pretty high octave kind of voice, but I'm sure he's out there somewhere. If you need to speak to Travis, that's
Go
what
method
art
on
is
it. It's
about.
fine. Go method on it. You know, Travis has got a bad throat as well. So there you go. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Travis is probably feeling ill as well. Isn't
Yeah, he's feeling ill today
Just
because
embrace it.
we gave him absinthe earlier on.
Yeah.
So he's like pretty fucked up.
Oh, and
yesterday
he
wasn't it?
was sick for like a minute with
Yeah,
the
all over
alcoholic
me.
yak's milk.
Yeah.
What was
Which
it?
you're-
Acid.
Yeah.
Acidic. God.
Bloody love yak's milk.
Oh, Sabuti man.
Let's go back to the carnival. Let's find Travis.
Let's go
Get you some yak's milk.
Now, so are we going to find Sabuti man, or are we going to find the animal?
We're going to find the Sphinx, okay? We're going to go.
Sphinx?
Yeah, we're going
Okay,
to find the
Thanks.
Sphinx.
Is this definitely what we want to do? Okay.
Because there was another flying thing
Exactly.
around.
I
Not
feel
just
like
the Sphinx.
perhaps it's not just the Sphinx, and we should find the other flying thing, you see. And perhaps with using your King of the Carnival status, we could follow you around. You could go walk around going, I am the King of the Carnival, and we walk behind you in a trail going, bow down to the King of the Carnival, and perhaps then everyone will go, oh yes, you must come into here and have a drink and see all this stuff, and we go, oh thank you, we bless you, and you see like this, we will be...
You, Philippe Zona, you've not been like... Have you been like to any city anywhere ever around?
I have been to many places.
Why would that ever work?
Because we are in the carnival, and he's the king of the carnival, and surely people will bow down to the king. Yeah,
I'm
that's how
not for
the
giving it
things
a
work.
try. Why not?
No, wait,
Yeah,
hang on.
why not?
You can't give it a try. All right, it's not a terrible idea. It's just well, it is. But just listen. The other culprit. Do you not remember? So we're dealing with someone who's a humanoid and can fly, right? Does anybody remember Farty?
Who's that?
Farty, you know, elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the kind of-
Big ears.
yes,
I was
it's
pretty
got
drunk
Farty.
yesterday, but I remember.
You know, we pissed him off and
Yes.
bullied him a little bit, and he flew
No,
away.
we
He
didn't piss him
flew
off.
away.
He flew away crying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
But he's a humanoid that can fly.
But you see, it is exactly this kind of person that would return in the darkness, under cover of darkness, because he is weak in the mind. You see, and then do murders on the sly time, not out in front of everyone. This kind of weak person, this is the kind of person that we are looking for. Yes, I
I
believe you
don't
are
know.
correct.
Like I saw him. He was pretty weak. Like he started
but-
crying. And
Hang on, wait. The thing is that what me and this baggy bellend over here deduce is that was whatever happened here had help. All right, there were other boots around here as well, so it could be a multitude. We could be looking for many suspects. Go on.
Well, why don't we? So you're saying we should pin this on Farty? Job done.
That's
You said it's Farty.
Why are we pinning things on anyone?
Well, no,
don't know
it's
he's-
expression. No, we're gonna make him the culprit. It, whatever it was.
I'm not even sure if that's
Oh.
his name, to be honest. I think I might have
Well, I
mispronounced.
don't think it was. No, I think
That
we were just
wasn't
insulting him
his
generally.
name.
We're all pretty drunk.
We were being very horrible.
yeah,
We were, yes.
I called him a bad.
We were like a bunch of...
It's probably better if he just goes to prison.
Didn't you call him an arrow twang?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Really
insult,
good what you
man.
did with your mouth there.
I know. I can do it all the time. Like now. See?
Just make him work for Colin. It's good of you guys. So what are you going to do? What's the plan?
So
Let's go and see the Sphinx.
Let's go to the Sphinx. Yeah. Let's
Well,
go.
I mean, all right.
So we need to find Travis.
If we need to, yeah. So find Travis, go Sphinx. But lads,
I
if we're
like
gonna
Travis.
go Sphinx, we've got to make sure we can't just accuse her straight there and then because she will just kill us.
This is
No,
not
wait,
the
but
bad.
What was the people that were getting killed? Were they just random people? Or-
No. It was the owner of the lockbox, which was a pawn shop within the town.
Maybe we should go there.
We did.
We've been there.
No,
Did we?
Did we
No,
not?
we
I thought we
didn't.
did. God, I was drunk.
Bolton
I
well,
was so drunk.
We were so drunk.
sorry.
I thought we spoke to the wife, didn't we? No.
Let's
I feel like
go.
the pawn
let's,
shop.
Let's go
This
to the
is-
pawn
This
shop.
is where more clues.
Let's
will
go to
be
the pawn
found.
shop. Let's go to the
Yeah.
pawn shop. Yes.
Going to the pound shop.
Pawn
Okay.
shop.
Of course.
Maybe Sabuti Man went there.
The current wall of suspects for the Danger Club is the Booty Man and someone with eyes and teeth. This is
Clear. Yes.
And we're so good at
Most
investigation, we
wanted.
forgot that we hadn't been some places.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
written them off altogether. I thought we'd been there, done that.
I mean, and also having been hired to clear the name of the carnival, your first plan was to try and pin it all on a member of the carnival.
But he's not really a member, is he?
We're geniuses. Thanks very much.
The best.
Maverick rogues. We're on Fontaribes. We don't play by anybody's rules, not even our own.
So you head back down the path, back into Ilsurian itself, and make your way to the locked box. The locked box is a strong-looking single-story stone building. You know it well, Velda. You have been there a couple of times. and Fulton, you maybe have seen it around. It is it's a pawn shop. People come there. They sell old objects. Sometimes they do Archivin did loans as well from there. So there are various items and things that could be purchased from there. At the moment, there is the door is closed, and you can see there are 4 people stood outside. 3 of them are human and are dressed in sort of leather armor and have weapons. The other is a halfling woman who is quite relatively older. Has her hair done up in a bun. She looks like she's been crying all night. They're just talking to each other as you approach.
Hello there. Hiya. You alright?
How you doing?
Hello.
One of the men looks over and says, "Lockbox is closed today."
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why we. Yeah.
Yes.
We're actually just here to ask you a few questions if that's alright. I appreciate you might be going through some kind of grieving process right now. Is there anything we can do to help?
Who are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
We are the
Investigators.
detectives for the investigation.
You said it like a question.
But it's just my voice. Why would you question this? You're part of the team.
Don't question another
For
detective.
fuck's sake.
No.
We are the detectives for this investigation.
We're the Detective Danger Club, and we're here to ask some questions.
Yes.
What?
You work for the city guard.
You just
No.
Wait, hold on. What?
Look,
You
what-
just called us a club.
Aye.
What?
I just came out. There's something. Used to be part of a thing called. There was something similar, but I don't know. It just felt right to say it then. I don't know. Was that not the right?
No, I like it.
So
Did you like it?
Danger.
Danger detectives. Yeah.
Danger.
Yeah.
Danger
We
detectives.
detect
No, you
danger.
said danger, like danger club or something.
Aye, I've got a Danger
Fit-
Club.
Have you?
It's strapped to my leg.
The guard looks confused as well, as in you're dangerous.
No.
No,
Well, maybe.
We're a club that deals with danger.
Exactly like this. We fight if there is danger, then we deal
I
with
like
the
that.
danger.
I like that.
We might need to
Yeah.
rebrand. There's various implications that you've had here, and we apologise.
I'm aware that we should have had this conversation before we came and spoke to you all, of course.
Right, who's going to do the talking?
Well, you're like a sort of an independent group of misfits who go around together solving mysteries.
Yes,
exactly
this
what
is
we are.
exactly what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since yesterday.
That sounds hugely derivative, if I'm honest.
It does, doesn't it? Yes.
Well, we are derivative type peeps.
Who's
Anyway,
good at talking?
The woman
Me.
steps forward, wiping her eyes. It's all right, Carlo. If they're here to help, if they're working with the watch, then we should cooperate.
What's your name?
My name is. She wipes her eyes. My name is Agnes Walder.
Agnes. My name is M, and these are my friends.
Hello, Em.
Fulton, how you doing?
Not very well.
Velda.
Would you like a gold piece?
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Just what's that going to solve?
Fulton.
Sorry.
Sorry,
No,
he
yeah,
has
it's
some sort of problem.
I'll take.
Solve things.
I'll
I'll
take
throw
that,
money
I'll
at
take
it.
that.
What are you, a Tory?
Political.
Well,
So if anyone is a conservative, please do keep listening, but we don't.
And keep
agree
giving your
with-
gold pieces to random people.
Sorry, carry on.
This is how trickle-down economics works in Galarian. Adventurers get money, they just start throwing it around randomly to everyone. That's sort of work in a fantasy world. Agnes Walder looks confused by your attempt to give her money, and then everyone's attempts to stop you giving her money, and just kind of looks at all of you. I thought you were here to investigate Archivin's murder.
Hey, we
Yeah,
are.
we are.
Just thought I'd make you feel better, maybe.
Well, what do you need to know?
When was the last time you saw him?
Last night, before he went to he was going to that carnival.
Yes, the carnival.
We fought, we argued over it. He wanted to go and see the Sphinx. And I didn't want to go with him, and just the thought of him standing there gawping at that half-naked hussy lion, just couldn't handle it.
Sorry, how do you know she's a hussy?
Walking around with her breasts out, and
What's wrong with that? Ladies can do whatever they want with the bodies.
Kaz.
What?
Kaz.
Sorry, I've been hanging around with loads of girls lately.
alright,
Lots of half-naked ones in the green room.
she's just-
Well, it's talk like this, it damages in society as a whole, do you know what I
Kaz,
mean?
it's not the time.
Oh, alright.
Has he had any like enemies or something, like, you know, people that are angry at him or anything?
I don't know of any. I mean, he's a businessman. It's quite a quiet town.
Does anyone try to like buy his business or like
No.
competition?
Not that he would have told me. Nothing at all. Oh God, if I'd just gone with him, he might still be alive.
Well, you could be dead as well, though.
Caragod takes his leather armour off just so it exposes his chest muscles.
Okay.
Just casually stands there.
What are you doing?
Kaz,
What?
it's not the time.
What?
so-
Just proving a point.
What are you doing, Orc?
Whoa, I'm half orc actually. We've got a name for ourselves actually, Horrocks, but I suppose you wouldn't know that. Just airing my tits, mate.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, what does he look like?
He's human. He looks. He has dark hair, slightly pockmarked skin.
Ooh, I'll tell you what's disgusting. That skin damage there, mate.
Kaz.
What?
Kaz,
getting
can
People
you-
are starting
can you-
stuff with me. I can't help it.
Fulton, can you
Stand
take
up for
Kaz
yourself.
over there? Just have a chat with him.
Alright, come over. Hey,
No,
look.
that's gonna make it worse. I'll stay.
I
is
mean, we
it?
don't really get on, like,
I apologise
historically.
for my friend. So
very
we're still
historically.
Well, you know.
finding our feet, getting to know each other.
So,
But
Agnes.
we are trying to help. I'm so sorry.
No, after you.
Well, that's awkward.
It is awkward, yes.
And I'm an orc. Woo!
So,
How long have you been waiting to drop that one?
Mate, I've got loads. I've got loads. I can keep you. I've got. Go on,
I can't wait.
so your husband was something of a sphinxter then? A fan of Sphinx? I presume that's what they're called?
I don't know. I don't know words like that. He thought it sounded exotic and exciting, and I thought he just wanted to look at her breasts. And so we had a fight, and he left, and then he died.
It's okay, I'm sure he like your breasts as well, like, you know.
Fulton.
No, I'm just. Oh, no. Anyway, can we like? Has he got like an office we could like have a look around for some clues maybe as to where he went?
The offices were robbed just after we went out looking for him. While we were gone, somebody attacked the locked box.
So somebody attacked the locked box while
No, that's the name of the.
Yes, I know. Somebody.
They broke in. They killed one of our guards. They ransacked the place.
Would you mind if we take a look around?
If you think it'll help.
I think
Yes.
I might.
Yeah, I think
This
we'd
would
be
be
able to.
most helpfulness.
We're really smart. We'd be able to work it out ourselves.
Caragod just leans forward and goes, and by the way, please don't blame yourself. That's the worst thing you can do. Yeah. You certainly didn't go out thinking that way of you, and you shouldn't go ahead with yourself thinking of that about yourself either. So you know, it's not your fault. You're alright. I give her an awkward pat on the shoulder.
She looks completely confused. You're some empathy. Especially since you are still half naked.
Shania
Yeah.
takes the fact that she said, if you think that it's alright,
Yeah.
as a definite yes,
Okay.
and pushes straight past and goes directly towards the office to have a sniff around.
Shania pushes straight past and walks straight into the locked door of the locked box. The guards and everyone just kind of turn and look at you. And then
This will need to be opened, yeah?
Agnes takes the key out, looking uncertainly, and kind of walks up next to you,
Don't
pops
worry.
it in, unlocks the door, opens it, and then her and the guards lead you into the room. So the main front room of the locked box has been ransacked, as was said. There are glass cases all around the different sides of the room, and there are some cases in the middle. They contain a mix of sort of tools, and there are some gems in there. a couple of weapons in places, some ornaments, bits of art, things like that. The kind of things you would expect to find in a pawn shop, all sorts of bits and bobs. Most of the cases have been smashed, and a lot of stuff that appears to have been taken. You see a lot of empty spaces where there should have been stuff. Some of the bits and pieces are on the floor, scattered around. You have to be careful where you stand, unless you're wearing heavy boots, because there is broken glass all over the place. At the back of the room there is a passageway leading off, where you can see a flight of stairs going down, and on either side of the passageway there is a door. So there are 2 other rooms that you could go into on this side, and there is a flight of stairs going down.
May I use a perception check to see what I can find in the room?
You certainly may. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Wait.
Oh,
As is rolling the dice.
what?
No, I was just gonna let you do that. It looks pretty.
Well, then yes, please do.
Well, I mean, I feel like you roll the dice now, so.
I was expecting. Would you like to help me again within the investigation? Yeah.
No, you're right.
Said okay. Just have to adjust myself.
While he's working that out, lads.
17.
A 17 on the perception check. So you have a bit of a look around. It is quite hard to ascertain much of anything from here. It looks. You're pretty confident that items weren't taken specifically, so it doesn't look like a particular case of taking. It looks like things have been grabbed at random and in a great hurry. Like there's things that are obviously of some value that have been just dropped on the floor. Like whoever was doing this was doing it as quick as they could.
Whilst Shania has done that, Caragor just nods to the other guys and says, "Yeah, lads, they probably need to rebrand, don't they?"
Yes.
Well, because it's the open box now.
Yes. Agnes.
Yes.
The cracked box, if you will.
Yes. What are the 2 rooms?
Chatterbox.
Can I ask what the 2 rooms are at the bottom of the stairs?
The one on the left is.
Is she still here? She was here with us. She followed us in.
The guards.
Weirdly, her and her guards are not letting 5 complete strangers walk around her home.
Caragor regrets his sort of jerk. Looks back over his shoulder.
Shit. I was trying to tell you.
Thanks.
Yes. Agnes.
The room on the left is your sort of weird hot and cold, insensitive and then sensitive orc. One over there, that's the guards' quarters, where we found the guard's body. The one on the right is Archie's office, and the stairs go down to the vault.
May we go down?
Of course.
Thank you.
Just before that, Agnes.
Sorry. Can I go down to the? Sorry. Can I just go down to the first off into the office?
Yep.
And can I make a perception check, see if I can find anything?
Yep.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Wait, Z, before you do that, let me come and help you.
Of course.
I'll come and help you.
All right,
Good
bud.
eyes, mate.
Oh yeah.
Okay, work out what those are. Meanwhile, Velda, what were you going to ask?
Agnes.
Yes.
Tell me, your husband must have kept an inventory of all the items he had within the shop, yes?
Yeah. Yes, he would have.
Yes, and tell me, have you compared what's missing with the list of inventory yet?
No, I haven't had time. It all happened last night. We're barely dealing with everything at the moment.
Just slow. Could you? May I have a look at that list and compare it to see what's been missing specifically? It looks like some things have been intentionally taken and other things left. Would that be all right?
Yes, certainly.
Good.
It's in his office. Come
Quick about it. Yes, good.
She takes you to the office where the 2 of you are already there with one of the guards who has followed the 2 of you in there just to keep an eye on you. It's a private office. There's a large polished desk dominating the room. There are hooks hanging lamps all around. You can see behind the desk a large portrait of a human man and a halfling woman, which you estimate it's probably going to be Archivin and Agnes in their youth together. There is a big stuffed bear on one side, a mounted spear on one wall, a stuffed crab on one, like a big crab, not like just a tiny
Stuffed
Good
crab
trophy.
as well.
yeah, a big dressed crab.
Stuff with dates. It's tapas.
Just up on a plaque on the wall. A big heavy chair behind the thing. This room This room, interestingly, has not been ransacked. It looks like whoever was in there didn't get to this room. The desk is locked as you get there.
Fulton, just while he's outside, he's going to walk down to the vault. These guys are in there.
All right.
I got 25 on my perception for that room.
I got an 18 to assist.
Okay, so that is a pretty good score. That gives you a pretty good sense of the office. You're able to give it a good once over. Like I said, you've ascertained that. Looking at it, you reckon the door was probably opened. You can see that there's a bit of damage to the hinges, like somebody kind of bashed it open. But there is nothing missing from the room that you can see that's obvious. You would say that people got in here and then were disturbed and left straight away. Okay. So they didn't really, or they opened the door, thought nothing really valuable in here, and just went back to looting the main room. Agnes enters and unlocks the desk and opens it and takes out Archivin's books, which have an inventory of everything in the shop, as well as his accounts of who owes money, etc. To him, and places them on the desk. I don't know why these would be relevant, but if you think that they'll help, then you're welcome to look through them.
Do you
Thank
know?
you, Agnes.
Sorry, mate.
Velda, thank you. Just sort of quietly takes the books and goes out into the front where the stuff is, and just starts cross-checking what he can see with what's on the list.
Okay.
And finding out what's down.
Caragor watches Velda do that and goes, "Do you know what? I was just about to suggest that someone did that. See that? That's whatchamacallit? You know, when people sync up. Not like
Creepy?
periods.
Creepy.
Is this another joke?
No, it's not a joke.
I can never tell with him.
Oh, I'm being genuine. It's nice.
Are you?
Yep, I am. Great. So,
Melding of the minds, perhaps? Might be called something like this.
you always take it to far. Can I just ask, what's your name?
You know my name?
I asked you
Scary.
before. What?
Scary.
Is it?
Scary?
Scary.
You are pretty scary.
M would
Scary.
like to now
Scary.
go to the quarters where the guard was killed across the hall.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll go to Fulton first, because you went down there. So Fulton, you headed down the stairs, accompanied by one of the guards. They're making sure at least one of you goes with one of them goes with you.
All right,
wherever you
mate.
go. She nods at you and says,
Aye.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, and there is a corridor about 15-20 feet long, at the end of which it's relatively about 10 feet wide, some torch sconces. At the very end of it, there is a large vault-like door, so like a bank vault kind of door, with a wheel kind of thing for opening it. At the end, it is currently closed.
Is there any traps along this corridor I'm going to hit if I go towards that?
I don't know, I never come down here.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, right. She walks gingerly. She walks sort of halfway down, then stops, has to think about what she's doing, looks back at you.
Fulton puts his thumb up and is like,
She very gingerly walks forward until she gets to the vault door. Nothing happens.
Fulton follows
Okay,
her
you follow her
to
along.
her. And I make a perception check to just see if anything's
Go for it.
a miss. 19.
19. Looks like the door has not been opened. That's all you can kind of work out at this stage. The door is still sealed.
Is it like a one way?
There's a thing that you turn to open it, but you can see there is a keyhole in the center of that, so it looks like it needs a key to be opened.
Fulton shouts up to the other guys. Missy, whatever your name is, could you bring the key down for the vault, please? Thanks. Any moment.
Velda shouts down. Well, surely if the vault's still locked, then nothing would have been taken?
Fuck you!
No, fuck you!
comes running
Fuck
back
you!
upstairs. Goes, Velda, do you not realize that this could be perhaps the things that they were looking for? It could be the biggest clue of them all, Velda! Understand, my friends!
What? I don't understand your words. What?
What? Must listen more.
Yeah.
Shania, always creepy.
So creepy.
I'm still in the room
The office.
with the chaos.
Oh, the main room, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where, which is currently where Velda and Shania
cool.
are, and most of the guards. Emma's just gone into the...
Can I take a step back?
Yeah.
Caragor takes a step back. Can I use, Dan, in this moment, can I use sense motive to try and ascertain, try and narrow down further what the motives of burglars would have been, given that I can see the wreckage?
Not sense motive about getting a read on a person that is in front
see.
of you. Yeah,
Okay,
so you need the person really to know what they're thinking on it.
Right.
Perception checks would be what you would be using really to find out clues like that from it. So we'll go to M. M, you make your way into the room on the left, the guards' quarters. You can see that there are 4 cots in there. They've got boxes underneath them for belongings. There's a table in the middle of the room with some chairs around it. With a well-used deck of Harrow cards out there, playing cards.
Please, can I roll to see if M can see anything?
Go and
in
make
the
a
room?
perception check.
A perception check.
Yep.
Right. Oh my goodness. 14.
14. You find a red stain on the floor near the table and chairs. It looks like it's been scrubbed recently, but it looks like a lot of blood was spilled here. You would guess it was somebody sitting in a chair with their back to the door that then fell from the chair onto the ground. And it's recent.
Okay. Velda in the main room is going to turn to Shania and say, Scary, what do you mean? What? I don't understand your words.
The contents of
Yes.
the vault
Yes.
could be the key to having the knowledge about what the people that came here and destroyed this place could want. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, I suppose so. Yes.
Yes, the truth is in the vault.
Is anyone gonna bring the key?
Oh. Do you want to bring the key?
Maybe, please.
I'm gonna head down
Shania asks.
All right.
with Agnes
Okay.
to the vault.
M joins you as you head down. Velda, it's going to take hours to sift through all of this and cross-check everything against it. The place is just a mess. You could do it, but it's going to take you most of the day.
Velda leaves the books on the side and goes downstairs.
Fuck paperwork.
Yes, paperwork sucks.
Don't have enough magic to do it super quick yet.
Well, no, I could make some dancing lights to happily dance around me while I spend the entire day in paperwork. So, no, I'm going to leave that aside.
It's going to be like an RPG where you meet a monster that you can't kill and then you come back when you're higher level. And
Yeah, right.
when you're like level 14, you're going to come back here and just ace this paperwork.
Yeah, I get a do administrative spell and just poof, this gets done.
Make an Excel sheet.
Yeah.
Pivot tables.
Oh, yeah. That'll be great.
Caragor, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna follow these guys.
Okay, you follow everyone downstairs.
Have you still got your boobs out?
Yes. And
Just checking.
interestingly, how many people have said anything about half-orc walking around with his chest out?
I mean, Agnes has, and the guards have all given you pretty dirty looks.
I mean, I'm a half-orc, so that's not necessarily localized to my chest, is it? Well, I asked one. Excuse me. Hiya, mate. You're right.
All right.
So, what's your name?
My name's Remo.
Rimmer.
Remo.
Repo.
Remo.
Remo. All right, Remo. my name's Caragor Onefang, but don't tell anybody. So
Can I make a perception check to see if I overheard that?
Yes, you may.
19.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Anyway, have you got a problem with me, Remo?
What?
You got any problems with me at all?
I don't know you.
You don't know me? I mean, that wasn't a yes or a no. You deflected that question, didn't you?
I mean, you've been pretty obnoxious since you came along.
Obnoxious. Yeah, it's not really.
I mean, you've been really insensitive to Miss Agnes.
Oh, hang on there. You wind that in, Remo. You're a big talker, aren't you, Remo? Eh? Like to throw around accusations.
I'd rather not fight.
Oh no, this isn't a fight. Oh, you know, Remo. you'd know if it was a fight, Remo. But it's not. I was just asking you a question, and you seem to have sort of middle-classly stepped out of the way of that one. That's all I've got. I've got all the information I've got there. Haven't I, Remo? Hey?
This aggression. I enjoyed so much. Please, do more with your mouth that makes him feel squeamish.
I would accuse you of being hormonal, but I've got no idea what your biochemistry's like, so just gonna leave that one there. Anyway, Remo, love you. Got anything wrong with my tits?
You what?
Exactly. Good. See you later. Point proven. I go and join these guys.
I whisper in your ear, "Sit tits are most fundified." Back away again.
My hand raises to cover it up, and then I devoutly drop my hand to keep them out, even though I feel a bit uncomfortable about it right now.
Objectifying the orc. Agnes
The
is
episode.
thoroughly confused by all of this. So she steps forward and produces a large key, a different one to the one that opened the entrance, from her doublet, and walks over and hands it gingerly to Fulton before stepping back with the other guards. She's completely flustered by this point. She's just all of this today, and then how weird some of you have been, and just the fact that it's starting to seem like maybe there was something else to this murder, and she's just gone it completely into herself. She just hands the key to you and wanders back to the guards. Who will
See you later. Go have a sit down or something. Yeah, get yourself a cup of tea.
She wanders back upstairs with one of the guards, leaving two of them with you.
Okay,
As she
fellas.
walks past me, I say, "Thank you, Agnes. I'm very sorry for your loss."
She just kind of mumbles a thank you and heads upstairs.
Even when we commiserate, we're creepy. I mean, it's just, are we going for the creepiest party in the world?
See, if you could see my face, then... Yeah.
Still pretty creepy. Still pretty creepy.
Shit.
No one can see your face.
Damn it! Alright.
Is Remo there?
Remo is one of the guards that is there. Remo and a female guard.
I stand next to Remo and I just Caragor crosses his arms so his pec muscles sort of squish together.
Okay.
I put my arm around Caragor and wink through my goggles. You can't see it, but I do. And then I watch the door intently.
Does Shania make that sound as well?
Well, I go, yeah.
Fulton, are you going to just stand there with that key all day? Are we going to lock this door?
Oh, sorry.
What are you staring at?
I was a bit hungover. Sorry.
Got a bit of drool there, mate, coming at you.
Yeah, sorry. It's a bit of beard. You know, using the beard. Yeah.
Aye.
There's some meat in your beard.
Well, you can't think of the words. Just make sounds.
It's gonna be a lot of that.
That's Fulton.
So yeah, Fulton puts the key in the vault door and opens it.
Put the key in the lock. You turn the key. There's a click as it unlocks, and you're able to take a hold of the vault door and turn the great wheel, which causes it to open inwards very slowly and then clang against the back wall. It is completely dark in the vault. You can see there is a central display case, and then around the side of the room you can see small boxes with locks and things on them, some of which have been opened. Just from where you're standing from out there.
Can Velda cast Detect Magic on the vault, please?
You can cast Detect Magic on the vault. You detect no magic in the vault.
Fulton lights a torch.
Okay. You take a torch out and you light it up.
I throw it. Fulton throws it into the centre of the room.
What? And then closes the door.
Oh, my priceless.
We will get blown to bits.
My gunpowder stores.
Who would have done this?
That was my grandfather's gunpowder.
I was saving it for a special occasion.
For fortune.
To blow up my granddaughter.
Fulton, you light a torch and throw it into the vault. It clatters onto the floor, shedding a dim-ish illumination.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Velda goes forward and picks up the torch. What on earth are you doing?
That is just mental. What are you doing, mate?
You are crazy.
What do you mean? I was just throwing it in there because I couldn't
I
see.
mean, of course you can see you're a dwarf. I'm an half orc. That's something else. He's half elf.
I could see everything.
And we could all see everything there. What's the matter with you?
Very much see in the dark. It's okay.
Yes, I've got low light vision.
I'd take back. Fulton takes back the torch.
I give back the torch. Velda would like to cast, however, dancing lights. And
Okay.
just have little lights going around the
Fill
vault so we
room
can
with
really
little
see.
sparkly lights, which gives a little bit of sheds a little bit.
Right, see now that's just nice. That's just class. That is. That's good.
Thank you.
Fulton throws the torch back in the room.
What are you doing? I'm here. I'm stood right in the middle.
The torch lands next to Velda.
I pick up the torch. Velda picks up the
A
torch.
bit on flame.
No.
Takes the flame.
That's what you get.
For what? Stating the truth.
Yeah.
Being helpful.
Fuck you.
God, you're obnoxious.
What's that mean?
Huh?
What's that mean?
I'll tell you when you're older.
What's the plan?
I'm 40 years old.
Can Velda make a perception check, please, to see if anything's been obviously taken?
Yep.
But-
So
can
to
we-
describe the layout of this vault to you, it's a large room. There's kind of a big solid case in the middle of the room, which is like a big sort of locked cupboard, and then the path goes around either side of it. So the case kind of obscures the back of the room from where you are. Imagine like a donut shape with one pillar in the middle. To explore the whole thing, you have to go all the way into the vault.
Very good. Can Velda then do that
Okay.
and walk around the other side and just can I do a perception check to see what I can see?
Is it a special thing that you can add to your perception?
Yeah, you can help him. We can
I
assist
can help
with
him
that if you like.
I would like to assist in that case.
Okay, so the two of
Thank
you
you.
go
Thank
right
you,
into
Scary.
the vault.
What happens if I assist as well?
You can assist as well if you like.
Okay.
Me too. You have my eyes.
And my eyes as well.
Right,
my nose.
all four of you go into
Here
the
we are.
vault.
Let us search together, friends.
I'm just gonna hang back.
Okay.
Natural 20 and a natural 1 in that.
Oh my goodness. So those of you assisting who got over 10,
Yep.
1 and 2, so that's a +4 to Velda's roll.
So that was a 9. Sorry, 13.
a total of 13.
But do you have -1 on your perception?
No, only +1.
A +1.
Well,
I've got like a +4.
I was going to say, in future, let me or Scary over here do the seeing, alright?
Well,
Can I get a perception check from M, please?
Okay, I got 14.
14. Okay. As Velda, Shania, Fulton, and Karagor all go into the vault, torch held aloft and dancing lights held aloft, and disappear around one side of the pillar. M, from where you are standing, you think you see a shadow move, and before you know what's happening, a figure darts around the other side of the pillar, sprinting out of the vault, and as they go, they make an attack roll against you. They pull a knife as they're running. That is a 20 against your flat-footed AC, which I think will probably hit you.
No, flat-footed.
Oh, 14.
And you are flat-footed, so he gets sneak attack.
Oh, shit.
You take 6 points of damage as a figure shoves the knife into the side of you. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
So we found a shadowy rogue, guys. Shadowy rogue.
Stabbed in the side.
And he's to blame.
You give Lindsay an aneurysm.
Don't worry, it's not your vault. Hey!
Lordy.
Can't put a price on your elf.
Oh my god. Oh my god.